Aaron Levitt here with Caitlin Morrison following Valpo's 71-61 win over Drake this afternoon at the Arc. And Caitlin, we'll get to the game in a second, but first off, can you just talk a little bit about, we honored you pregame. Last game you set the program records for career games played and career games started. What does it mean to you to be able to have represented the team and the university that much and more than anyone who's ever put on the uniform?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. I honestly didn't know that record existed, but I'm honored to be able to be here for the past 6 years. And just going into today's game, it's just crazy. The first year we were in the Valley, I think my sophomore year, we would get blown out by 50 or 60 points by Drake. So just to see the progress that this team has made over the course of just being members of the Valley is amazing. Just to be able to compete with the highest teams.
Good weekend for you guys, both beating UNI on Friday and then Drake today. What, from your perspective, what was working well for the team this weekend?
I thought that our offense, we were really just feeding the hot hand and also just moving well. We had a pretty balanced scoring, which I think that's what we need to win games. And I think on defense, we just had that intensity. This week in practice, we focused on getting 3 stops in a row, and I think we were able to do that a lot, and that kind of helped give us some quick swing, quick runs in the game. Sorry.
And individually for you, obviously a tremendous day shooting the ball, 7 3-pointers, one of the best performances from 3 in program history. Is it just a matter you see that first one go down and you felt really good, and your teammates obviously doing a good job setting you up all game long?
Yeah, I would give a lot of credit to my teammates, just to be able to see the court and get me open, because without them, I would not be able to hit any of those shots. But also, I think part of it is confidence. Just being able to see the first shot go in, I think, helps me out. But yeah, definitely credit to my teammates on that.
All right, Caitlin Morrison, congratulations on the wins this weekend. Good luck next weekend.
Thanks.
Back here on Valpo All Access with head coach Mary Evans following Valpo's 71-61 victory over Drake this afternoon. And coach, let's just start with general thoughts on the game and coming out of the weekend 2-0 and being able to beat Drake for the first time in program history.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great weekend. I think we talked a little bit after you and I about the adversity this team has gone through over the last couple of weeks with people being out and traveling, and it seemed like every day we were losing somebody to protocols. But this group that kind of survived that has really come together, and they've had a great week of practice last week, and they have really done a great job performing this weekend. And I thought today they were very focused. I know Drake's a team that we have not beaten since we joined the Valley. We have not beaten since I've taken over this program, and we've been really close, and we just haven't been able to get over the hump. And so it's something that we talked about. I know Caitlin was super excited to play this game and really wanted to get a W over them before she obviously graduates and leaves Valpo. So, they seemed really motivated. They were very focused before the game. They were talking about getting out to a good start and not playing from behind like we did on Friday. And I thought they came out and did a fantastic job. They started in man-to-man, Drake did, and first couple of possessions were a little not so sharp, but then I thought they settled in and they ran our offense well and got some easy buckets. And then they switched to zone. I thought we did a good job attacking their zone and getting what we wanted out of that in the first half as well. So just really loved the focus of this team, and I thought they really rallied around each other. These 8 or 9 kids that have been healthy here through the last couple of weeks and have really come together, and it's exciting to watch. It's probably the best part about being a coach, is watching kids kind of come together and get excited and play good basketball.
You mentioned the getting off to a good start in this game. Obviously, Friday was a uphill battle from the jump until about the 1-minute mark in the fourth quarter. I mean, it seems kind of obvious. Obviously, it's easier if you're out in the lead, but from a coaching perspective, does it give you that a little more leeway with those mini spurts of mini runs where if you're trailing, all of a sudden you're down 10 or 12 versus if you're ahead like we were today, okay, it gets down to just a 2 or 4 point lead, but you're still in the lead and you still feel good?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to get out to a good start. It gives you a lot of confidence in that what you're doing is working. And the basketball is a game of runs, and we do talk about that. We're going to go on runs, they're going to go on runs. I think the 3 free throws when Shea got fouled, Was that at the start of the fourth quarter, right? She got fouled there late in the clock and got the 3 free throws. We kind of talked in that timeout about she was going to make all 3, and then we needed to get a stop and we needed to get a score. And depending on what we scored, we'd be up 14 or 15. And they went out and they did it. She hit all 3 free throws. They got the stop on the other end. We came down. I think it was Liv that hit a big 3 and put us up 15. And then they ended up going down and getting a stop and another score. So, that's kudos to them. It's easy to say that as a coach. It's hard as a player to actually execute that. And they did a really good job of that all day today. And, playing Drake is a difficult battle. It's not, you don't have to do anything heroic, but you have to play really, really good basketball, and you have to jump to the ball, and you have to be very disciplined to guard what they guard. And I think the team did a great job staying focused, and we had a few breakdowns, but I thought, of all the games we played against them, I think we had the least amount of defensive breakdowns today. And then I thought we were tremendous on the boards. I mean, we're not a great rebounding team. We were winning the rebounding battle for a while. We ended up losing it by 2. But our goal was to hold them under 10 offensive rebounds, and we did. And so, again, that is a credit to the players that have to go out there and hit them and box them out and get those rebounds. So, I'm just excited for these young women. They've worked really hard to get this victory, and they've positioned themselves in a good place now.
And the execution on the offensive end, probably the best I've seen all season. I'm sure you likely agree. 22 assists on 24 made shots. So that speaks for itself. And again, like, you hit 14 3-pointers, but those shots are coming because of the setup of the drive and good passes out, not forcing the 3-point shot. I think you see that especially with Caitlin's day from the 3-point line.
Yeah, Caitlin's a fantastic 3-point shooter, and her numbers again at the start of the season doesn't show that. But I watch her every day in practice, so I know how good of a shooter that kid is. And in the first quarter, I think the first possession of the game, she passed on a 3 to move it to the corner, and I looked at her and I said, "You've got to look to shoot it. You're wide open. You're a great shooter. Shoot the basketball." And the very next one, she fired away and it went in, and I think that's all she needed to see. And I'm happy for her. I know she's had a couple games where she's gotten down, and she should never get down because she puts in the work. She's in the gym shooting the basketball all the time, and it goes in a lot. So she just needs to stay with it and take those open shots when she gets them. And again, really happy with the way she played today and excited for her. I know she really wanted to get this W. So I'm happy our team could help her achieve that goal here before she walks across the stage for the second time here at Valpo.
Well, back to 500 in conference play now, 2-2 after the 2 wins this weekend. Next weekend, the Central Illinois road trip with Bradley and Illinois State on the docket. Congratulations again, and good luck next weekend.
Thanks, Aaron.